In the heart of a dense and foreboding forest, there lay a village shrouded in an air of perpetual dread. Its name was One Lie, but the locals only spoke it in hushed whispers, as if afraid that saying it too loud would summon the evil that resided there. The village was cursed, and at its cursed heart was the chilling legend of Dartshire. Dartshire was said to be an ancient spirit, a vengeful entity that had once been human but had been consumed by darkness. It was rumored that Dartshire had made a pact with sinister forces, gaining power beyond mortal comprehension, and in return, it carried out its malevolent deeds. The villagers lived in a state of perpetual fear, for Dartshire was known to appear on nights when the moon was hidden behind thick clouds, its presence signaled only by the distant howls of wolves and the sudden drop in temperature. Those unfortunate enough to cross its path never returned. One evening, a young woman named May ventured into the forest to gather herbs for her sick grandmother. Despite the warnings and fearful glances of the villagers, May was determined to prove her bravery and bring back the medicinal plants that could save her grandmother's life. As twilight painted the sky in deep shades of orange and purple, May entered the forest with a heavy heart. She walked deeper, guided only by the faint glimmers of moonlight that managed to penetrate the thick canopy. Her footsteps were muffled by the layers of fallen leaves, and the eerie silence was broken only by the occasional rustling of unseen creatures. The air grew colder, and May's breath formed misty clouds as she moved forward. She felt a shiver run down her spine, but she pushed on, clutching her woven basket tightly. She couldn't let fear dictate her actions. Hours seemed to pass, and May's fatigue began to take its toll. Just as she was about to turn back, a faint, ghostly light appeared in the distance. It flickered like a will-o'-the-wisp, dancing between the trees. May's curiosity got the better of her, and she followed the light, deeper and deeper into the heart of the forest. Eventually, she stumbled upon a clearing, bathed in an otherworldly glow. At the center of the clearing stood a gnarled and ancient tree, its twisted roots and branches casting eerie shadows on the ground. Hanging from the branches were countless lanterns, each emitting the same ghostly light that had lured May here. As May approached the tree, a whispering wind seemed to carry faint voices that tugged at her mind. She reached out to touch one of the lanterns, and at that moment, a voice spoke from the shadows. "Beautiful, aren't they?" The voice was soft, almost seductive, and seemed to come from all directions at once. May turned to see a figure emerge from the darkness. It was a tall and shadowy silhouette, its features obscured by a tattered cloak. "Who are you?" May's voice trembled, but she fought to keep her fear in check. "I am Dartshire," the figure hissed, and a chill ran down May's spine as she felt the weight of its malevolence. "Why have you led me here?" May demanded, her voice stronger now, fueled by a mixture of defiance and desperation. Dartshire let out a haunting chuckle. "You seek to defy the curse, do you not? To challenge the legend that has gripped this village for generations?" May nodded, her determination unwavering. "I won't let fear control me. I won't let my village be ruled by darkness." Dartshire stepped closer, the moonlight revealing glimpses of its twisted form. "Then prove your worth. If you can survive the trials I present, I shall lift the curse that plagues your village." May hesitated only for a moment before agreeing. Dartshire led her through a series of harrowing challenges, testing her courage, intelligence, and heart. Each trial pushed her to her limits, and she faced her deepest fears with unwavering determination. After what felt like an eternity, May stood before Dartshire once more, exhaustion etched into her features. The figure's eyes gleamed with an unexpected admiration. "You have shown true bravery, young one," Dartshire's voice echoed. "You have broken the cycle of fear that bound this village to my power." The curse is lifted. As Darchua spoke those words, a warm light enveloped May. When it dissipated, she found herself back in the forest clearing, but the lanterns were gone, and the gnarled tree stood silent and still. Returning to Wanlai, May discovered that the air was different, lighter, free from the oppressive weight of fear. The villagers stared at her in awe, for the curse had been broken, and Darchua's grip on their lives had been shattered. May became a beacon of hope, a living legend that the villagers would whisper about for generations to come. And as for Darchua, it faded into the depths of history. Its malevolent reign finally ended by a single act of bravery and the strength of one young woman's heart.